Welcome to the pit here at Bingham High School for this edition of High School Rewind, available on the High School Rewind YouTube channel as well as highschoolrewind.com as the Bingham Miners look for revenge. They are hosting a region rival, the Copper Hills Grizzlies, here tonight in Region 3 play. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Dane Stewart here to bring you tonight's game, and really excited for this ball game. You've got two teams that figure to be contenders for a 5A state championship squaring off here tonight. Let's start first with the visiting undefeated Copper Hills Grizzlies. This is a team that comes in 12-0 overall, 2-0 in region play, and when these two teams met earlier this year at the Utah Elite 8, it was the Grizzlies who won 66-63. They are led by a senior point guard in Preston Sanchez. This kid has been absolutely impressive. He is averaging 17 points per ball game coming into this one here tonight. He's also a really good outside shooter, a kid who can slash and pull up the jumper whenever he wants. He is a great leader for the Grizzlies this year. Not just Sanchez you have to worry about. This may be one of the more complete rosters in the entire state. Outside of Sanchez, you look at guys like Charlie Olson, a dynamic three-point shooter for the Grizzlies. You have Porter Hawkins down low, who's not even averaging double-digit scoring. And then Stockton Shorts, who can be a really complete player as well. This is an experienced starting lineup, an experienced roster for the #1 team in the state and nationally ranked Copper Hills Grizzlies. Well, we mentioned they come into the pit here tonight. 12-0 overall, 2-0 overall in region play. The Bingham Miners, 2-0 in region play as well. And they are led by, hey, you know this guy, he has the Quan, the complete package in Yoli Childs. The future BYU Cougar comes in tonight, a dominant presence for the Bingham Miners. He's averaging over 18 points per ball game. And, he's he's got good size to him. This is a kid who can step out and shoot the three ball as well. That earlier meeting this year against Copper Hills, he hit 6 3-pointers. Folks, that's not a typo. This is 6'9" shooting threes, and he has the ability to do so at an incredibly high rate. He actually leads the Miners in three-point shooting. Think about that. But he's dominant down low as well. Look for him to be a force inside. Again, Yoli Childs, we mentioned, he leads this Miner team, but a lot of help around him when you look at guys like Leighton Parker, second on the team in scoring with 12 points per ball game, also leads the team in steals. And then you have kids like Dayson Youngblood helping out and chipping in. The Bingham Miners is a team with all sorts of talent. Only 2 losses. We mentioned one of them to these Grizzlies, the other one down at Bishop Gorman, and of course the notable Tarkesian Classic down there. But this is a very, very good Miner squad and one that figures to be a contender for a state title. But it all starts here tonight. These two teams undefeated in region play, looking for the upper hand in region 3. A lot on the line here tonight as the Miners look for redemption from that earlier loss. All right, hey, we've told you about this one. It's time for the play to get underway. We're going to send you down to center court for tonight's opening tip. Great atmosphere tonight from the pit. Both student sections have come out in full force. It will be Childs and Hawkins at the tip, and it's controlled by the Miners. Mentioned Childs, talked about Hawkins, both of them in our open. Going to be a great matchup all night long, and there Bingham goes inside on the opening possession, and it's Yoli Childs. Shooting 50% on the season, you see why. A good look inside. Hawkins the other way, and he gets fouled immediately by Skylar Shoemaker. Hawkins on his trip at the line, he missed them both, and it's rebounded by Childs. We mentioned Childs, the 35 points in the first match against the Grizzlies. He also had 15 rebounds to lead the way on the glass. The double-double kid, in fact, second in 5A in rebounding. Again, they go to Yoli Childs. Again, success. 2 possessions for the Miners, 2 buckets by the senior future Cougar. Shot no good by Olson. Inside, going up strong, count the bucket. And the foul by Hawkins as it was Samute Avea getting down the floor. He will head to the line to shoot the free throw. Free throw for Avea, nothing but net. It's a 7-0 lead for the Miners right out of the gate. We're just 1 minute into this game. Could not have asked for a better start, could Coach Schroeder of his kids. Right now, Copper Hills having to deal with a tremendous amount of noise from that Miner student section. This is Sanchez looking to drive. Nearly had that stolen away, able to keep the possession, and back up top now with Stockton Shorts. Pass that couldn't be handled by Trevor Hoffman, and it's a turnover. Youngblood running the point here. Childs, he's going to try from distance. His first missed shot of the night. Offensive board by Shoemaker. And a foul again underneath, and I think this one will be called on Charlie Olson. Will be the first on Olson. Avea at the line, missed his first free throw. He's shooting into a black hole, that being the Copper Hills student section. Able to make his second free throw, and it's 8-0 Miners. Sanchez with it on that far side, gonna get it. Over to Olson, back to Sanchez now. Looking to drive, great find underneath to Hawkins, and a foul as Hawkins was attacking the rim. He'll go to the line to shoot two as the foul picked up by Shoemaker, his second. First free throw by Hawkins was good. His second attempt now, good as well. Checking in for Shoemaker, who just picked up his second foul, is Samote Lokotui. Making his first appearance here tonight as we have 6 minutes left. Another three-pointer, this one good. And it's Avea from long range with 7 of the Miners' 11 points. The 6'6 junior Avea off to a hot start tonight. In the corner with Shorts, back up with Sanchez. Was looking inside. Hawkins trying to establish that post position. He does, and that ball, they're going to call a foul here on Youngblood as he reached in. I thought initially he may have gotten the ball, but he will pick up his first. Again, Hawkins to the line to shoot two, and he missed his first. He is 2 of 5 at the free throw line here early on. Second attempt is good to even him out at 50%. He has all 3 of the Copper Hills Grizzlies points, all of them coming from the free throw line. Far side with Lokotui. He's being guarded by Olson. Near side now. Dribbling out from the corner was Youngblood as the ball worked around the perimeter and to the other corner now with Avea. A drive, and he is fouled. As Copper Hills wondering where that foul came from, it's going to be called on Stockton Shorts, his first. That was the third team foul on Copper Hills. Bingham also with 3 team fouls. Another three-pointer on the way from Bingham. Hit the front of the iron. The shot no good by Parker. And it's Sanchez who eventually comes up with the ball. Coming down the other way. Hawkins there to set the screen. Sanchez, the C just opened up for him, but he missed it. Was too hard with the shot. And there's Childs with the board. Back the other way quickly. Lokotui. That ball blocked away. Shorts didn't even have to leave his feet, but then they turned it right back over to the Miners. Ball thrown in to Avea. Corner, three-pointer, good for Youngblood. The second made 3 by the Miners here tonight. It's an 11-point Bingham lead, 14-3. We're not even halfway through the first quarter. The Miners playing incredibly well right now. In the corner, Olson. Childs defending him. Now Hawkins again going to work, and it's Avea who's going to pick up the foul underneath. It will be his first. Hawkins good on his first free throw. His second try rims out on him, and the board by Avea. Youngblood directing the offense here with a 14-4 lead. Copper Hills in a zone defense. Coming around, Lokotui. Thought about the corner 3, got Hawkins in the air. Nice feed over to Childs, working down low. Yoli Childs, an impressive play in the post, and that ball thrown away. Avea, look out! And a timeout taken by Copper Hills. It's 18-4. The Miners striking gold here early. Interesting to see what Coach Blanchard has in store for the Grizzlies here. Early deficit. It's been dominated by the Miners. Have yet to make a field goal. There's their first. It's Preston Sanchez with a great cut away from the ball along the baseline. Able to be found with a difficult reverse lay-in. And the first field goal of the night for Copper Hills comes with 3:30 left in the opening quarter. Other way. And Lokotui matches him. Impressive drive that time by the 6'2 senior guard. Near side with Olsen. That's the kid who can really light things up from the outside. Against West Jordan, he has 6 3-pointers. Had a fantastic ball game as he gives this to Hawkins. Trying to do the same thing baseline, and he has success. 6 points for Porter Hawkins here in the early going. And it's 20-8. Youngblood being defended by Sanchez. Good D there. Difficult attempt from up close by Parker. Couldn't finish. Back the other way. Sanchez for 3. Left it short, and it's Childs with the long reach, able to bring in the board. Parker slowing it up for the Miners. Avea. No good as that shot barely hit rim. Coach Schroeder would have loved that one. Sanchez working around the screen. Olsen, it's a shot he can hit. Got to respect the length of Avea at 6'6". Is a foul called here on Avea. It will be the second on the junior. 5th team foul on the Miners. Again, the second on Avea. He comes out as Brandon Carlson. Number 35, 6'10 junior will check in. Carlson actually had the game-winning lay-in in the junior varsity game, so he's on a bit of a high right now as well. Olsen working around the screen, now driving, kick out, corner 3 on the way from Shorts is no good, and an easy board for Childs, who will bring it up the floor for the Miners the other way. Lob inside, that ball deflected. I think it was Helmer who got his hand on it, and back the other way with the Grizzlies. Helmer checked in at the last whistle, as did Sheldon Chatlin. A nice drive by Sanchez. And Preston Sanchez now with 4 points. It's 20-10. We've got 1:20 left here in the first quarter. Lead has been as big as 14. Childs, that ball was blocked. Give credit to Helmer, who came out to contest and deflected it. Olsen the other way. Chatlin, screen from Olsen, comes off of it. Now he's going to try to drive against Carlson. Good job defensively. A 3-pointer, no good, and there's Childs for another board as he's probably near 4 or 5 of them inside of a minute left here. Youngblood content to slow things up a little bit here for the home squad, holding a double-digit lead. Parker now with it. Parker had a great game earlier this week against West Jordan. He scored 21 in their victory over the Jags. Mentioned the second leading scorer. He's been a key player for the Bingham Miners this year. As Loco Tui happy to hold right now. Olsen defending him, and he threw that ball away. Parker couldn't track it down, and a late turnover here in the quarter. 8.5 seconds left here in the quarter. The Grizzlies will have the last shot. Opportunity to get it down to single digits. It's Sanchez, missed everything. And with that, we've come to a close. 20-10, a hot start by the Miners. They lead by 10 after 1. Copper Hills to start the second possession with the basketball. High post, Shorts driving against Childs. Nice help on the defense that time by Youngblood, helping to cut off the drive. Step back 3 by Sanchez, no good. He hit the deck. No call from the official. Sanchez comes away with it. Now there's a whistle. Is this call on the floor? It will be called on Brady Atkin, his first. That was a 6-team foul on the Miners. The Grizzlies shooting free throws the rest of the way in this first half. Sanchez leaves it for Chatlin. Sanchez, far side. In the corner with Olsen. They get it inside. Helmer trying to work. Defended well by Carlson. Helmer will kick back out. Olsen trying to work around that Sanchez screen. Extra pass in the corner and driving is Shorts with the right-hander. Stockton Shorts in the books tonight with his first bucket. The lead down to 8. Carlson lobbing this underneath to Parker, and that ball knocked away by Sanchez. It'll stay here with the Miners. Hawkins checks back in for the Grizzlies as Helmer heads to the bench. Good minutes for Coach Blanchard as Hawkins able to deflect the inbound pass in the corner. Parker is thinking about the three, defended well by Chatelain. Instead he'll drive, pull up. No good, and it's Chatelain with the board. Copper Hills coming the other way, and they've done a nice job these last few possessions of getting on the glass. Drive by Olsen. That ball blocked away by Carlson. The putback from Hawkins, no good, and Carlson with the board for the Miners. Speaking of good minutes, Avea went out with his second foul and 9 points in that first quarter, and Brandon Carlson, the junior, has been really good underneath for Bingham. Atkin. And that one wouldn't fall for the senior. Up the floor the other way quickly. It's Olsen. Now Sanchez going to set up the offense for Coach Blanchard. Trying to fight through. And another foul call here on Bingham. Sanchez will head to the line to shoot 1-1. Sanchez missed the front end. It was the second foul on Atkin. Sanchez couldn't take advantage of it. Still 20-12, the lead for the Miners. Got off to that hot start. It was 18-4 at the 3:45 mark of that first quarter. Since then, they've only scored 2 points, and a foul here going to be called on Chatelain, I believe, on the reach. They actually gave the foul to Sanchez, his first. It's been an 8-2 run by the Grizzlies over the last 6 minutes. Childs working against Hawkins, pull up, back of the iron. Offensive board by Avea, going up strong, and the finish. Samute Avea, the first player on either squad tonight to hit double digits in scoring. He has 11 points. What a great move by Sanchez, and a foul on Childs as Sanchez attacking. Childs is wondering where the contact was. Michael Miller checks in for Copper Hills. Sanchez at the line, made his first free throw, second free throw as well. 6 points for Preston Sanchez tonight. 22-14, the Miner lead. Youngblood, far side to Atkin, back up top now. Childs gonna take the three. We mentioned it. Get this, coming into tonight's game, 53% shooting by Yoli Childs from beyond the arc. That's incredible. And it's not like he's taken 10 of them. This is a kid that was 20 of 38 coming in tonight, as he will pick up his second foul here as Hawkins was attacking the big 6'8 senior. Hawkins at the line, able to make them both. 25-16. That was the second foul on Childs as he heads to the bench. Atkin, Childs, Shoemaker, and Avea, all with 2 fouls apiece for the Miners. It's a big note. Looking to attack is Atkin, and a foul called here on the floor. It will go against Michael Miller, his first. Youngblood to inbound. Does so to Parker, gonna try the three-pointer. Leighton Parker, his first field goal of the night. Hawkins gonna square up and take the jumper. How about Porter Hawkins showing he can shoot from closer than 6 feet? He now in double figures with 10. Youngblood will back it out. And an offensive foul on the screen. That's going to be called on Avea. That is the third personal on Avea. Avea has to come out. Braden Cosper has checked in for the Miners. The 6'2 sophomore makes his first appearance tonight. Hawkins from just inside the free throw line, no good. Rebound by Youngblood. Approaching 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. Cosper trying to drive. Runs into a couple Grizzlies. That shot was deflected up off the glass, and then Atkin will pick up his third foul as Sanchez collects the board. He has the line now to shoot 2. Sanchez at the line, made the first. The second one wouldn't go down for him, 28-19. Loco Tui checks in for Atkin. Coach Schroeder would have loved some help from the officials there. Came up off the bench, thought there was contact, and didn't get any from the Zebras. Parker. Now Youngblood from the elbow, shot no good. Ball tipped around. Coming away with it was Copper Hills, and a reach. Going to be called on Youngblood. The second personal on Dayson. Shorts able to make both free throws as Youngblood will check out as he just picked up his second, and Dax Milne now has it, and he is fouled. Sanchez just picked up his second foul. Hoffman checks in for him. 28-21, 2.5 left here in the opening half. Parker with it as Hoffman comes up to defend him. Now Loco Tui. Trap coming. Blanchard thought there was an offensive foul. It was turned over instead. Chatlin the other way, couldn't finish the shot, but draws the contact, and Sheldon Chatlin will head to the line. At the line, Chatlin goes 1 of 2. Right now, a bunch of youth on the floor for the Bingham Miners. They have to. Everyone's saddled with foul trouble. A long three-pointer by Parker. Inside quickly to Hawkins, trying to draw contact. He looks at the official, asking for a whistle. None there as Cosper brings it up the floor for the Miners. Parker, the only Miner on the floor right now with the point. He attacks, and Hawkins with the block. No soup for you. Hawkins picked up his second foul on the inbound. Carlson shooting 1-1, made the first, did not make the second. Hawkins checked out, and Helmer back on the floor for the Grizzlies. Helmer attacking, ball deflected, coming back the other way, and it's stolen by Shorts. Beautiful job coming up from behind and just stealing that one away. I think it was Tanner Davis. Olsen with the nice moves, and picking up the foul is going to be Parker, his first. Olsen at the line, missed his first free throw. His second one, no good either. Elmer fighting for the board, and a dual possession between he and Carlson. It will go to Bingham. Inside of 1 minute left, the lead is 10. Trap coming up on Parker. Able to get it over. Back up top as Bingham again gonna look for possibly a last shot here. A lob for Carlson. Nice job saving that from going out of bounds. And then a foul underneath as Carlson was going up. He will head to the line to shoot 2. Carlson missed them both. The lead is still 10 as we've got 20 seconds left here in the first half. Copper Hills trailed by 14 midway through the first quarter. They've gotten as close as 6. As Hoffman gonna run this last possession. Helmer with the screen, gets it over to Olsen. Couldn't finish, and the ball's out of bounds. It will stay underneath here with Copper Hills. 2.7 left. The inbound to Shorts, but he walked with it. 2.5 left. Parker with the heave. It's no good. The half comes to a close. The Miners hold a 32-22 lead over the Grizzlies. Second half underway. The Copper Hills Grizzlies 12 of 21 from the free throw line in that first half. It was a big factor in the 10-point deficit that they face coming out of the locker room. Sanchez for three. Great start for the Copper Hills Grizzlies. Sanchez now with 10 points. He and Hawkins leading the way. It's not how the first half started. They went a couple minutes without a point. Childs, that one's easy. Able to post up on Hawkins and finish off strong. This ball deflected out by Bingham. Hoffman over to Olsen. Incredible to think that Olsen has not scored yet tonight. The second leading scorer and a top 5 3-point shooter in 5A. Bingham's done a great job against him defensively. Sanchez, the kick to Hoffman. Now Olsen in the corner, trying to get some space. Sanchez for back-to-back. Hit the front of the iron, no good, and a foul. Going to be called on Copper Hills. It will be Olsen picking up his second. Childs, pull up, no good. Olsen with the board. Pushing it up the floor quickly. Has Hoffman outside. It's where he goes. Rather than shoot it, skip pass. Three-pointer by Shorts, no good. Hoffman with the offensive glass. Now, Olsen couldn't hit the three, and a foul underneath. It will be Copper Hills' ball is picking up the foul as Youngblood, number 3, called on Dason Youngblood. Youngblood, Atkin, and Avea, all with 3 fouls for the Miners, all on the bench. What a block by Childs underneath against Hawkins. Shorts. Nice job attacking the rim off the inbounds play. It's 34-27. Miners out in front. Shorts now with 6 points. Childs underneath in the post. Shoemaker going glass. First points of the night for Skylar Shoemaker as Olsen quickly down the other way. Ball batted around, and it's Shoemaker that comes out with it. Pushing it against Olsen, and Olsen's going to pick up the foul, I believe. No, excuse me, Hoffman will pick up the foul, his second. At the line, Shoemaker makes them both. My apologies, the foul was called on Charlie Olsen, the third personal. Back up top with Hoffman. Sanchez. Drive cut off by Avea, who's back on the floor playing with 3 as well. Sanchez trying to find some space. Hoffman driving, and that ball deflected by Avea. How about the athleticism to get it out of its stuck position? 38-27, the Miners out in front. Samute Avea making his presence known, 11 points, a big help on the defensive end there. Has it now, Childs. Should mention it was Carlson underneath who's given good minutes tonight for Coach Schroeder. This shot from Childs, no good, and a rebound by Hoffman as he is fouled by, Parker with his second. Olsen with it, far side, skip pass, broken up by Shoemaker. Great job by the senior, Skylar Shoemaker, to break up that skip pass. Wide open Grizzly in the corner. Never got to him. Drive from Avea and an offensive foul. Number 4 called on Samute Avea. Sanchez being defended by Atkin. Now Hawkins trying to go against Carlson. And the foul as Carlson couldn't resist. He'll pick up his first. Hawkins at the line, made his first one. Second free throw, no good. Childs with the board, the lead to 10. Parker to Atkin. Sanchez right on him. It's Copper Hills. Parker happy to just dribble it out. Take some time off here. And no rush with a 10-point lead. Hoffman comes up to defend the ball. Now Childs with it. Hawkins out defending him. Long three-pointer from Parker. Hits the back of the iron, and Sanchez collects it on the run. Coming up the other way. Olsen squaring up for three. It's just a matter of time before Charlie Olsen gets it going. A big three-pointer there, his first points of the night. We mentioned a top 5 long-range shooter in 5A. The lead down to 7. Childs with it up top. Carlson, Atkin. He's going to try to drive, and a timeout taken by Coach Schroeder. Childs, and it's stolen. Up ahead to Shorts. Shorts was the man who made that start. He came on the help defense, forced a quick pass from Childs. And then I think it was Chatlin who found him on the run. The lead is down to 5. This is the closest it's been since the opening minute when Bingham got out to a 7-0 start. We have 3 minutes left here in the third. The Copper Hills Grizzlies, despite the student section losing their spirit stick, still lots of spirit cheering on their squad. Childs with a big answer. His second made three tonight, 14 points for Yoli Childs. The other way, Sanchez can't hit it. Childs leading the break. Up ahead to Atkin, and an offensive foul. Bucket's no good. Schroeder's losing his jacket. He is furious at that call, as the bucket will not count. The third foul on Yoli Childs. A huge call. Coach Schroeder fortunate to not pick up a technical. He almost came unglued there. 41-33. That was Olsen. Underneath to Hawkins. Couldn't get it the first time. Try again. That he does. 13 points for Porter Hawkins. Atkin. Copper Hills in a zone here. Atkin driving to the glass, and he got fouled. Brady Atkin to the line to shoot. At the line, Atkin able to make them both. First points on the night for Brady Atkin. Come at the free throw line, 43-35, 1:45 left in the third quarter. Sanchez being defended by Atkin. Now Chatlin with it. Bingham, zone defense here as Shorts come back up top. Chatlin gonna drive. Paint opened up instead of kick out three for Shorts. Stockton Shorts, the leading rebounder for the Grizzlies. None needed on that one as his first three-pointer tonight. And he's having a good game, 11 points for Stockton Shorts. Parker being hounded defensively by Chatlin. Gets it back. He's going to drive. Kick out Atkin to try the three. No good. Childs couldn't save it. And it's Copper Hills basketball. Inside of 1 minute left. The lead down to 5. 43-38. Has been as big as 14. Sanchez with a nice hesitation and a foul on the floor here. Going to be called on Shoemaker, his third personal. And the 16th foul on the Miners. Copper Hills shooting free throws the rest of the contest. Olsen, 40 seconds left, gets it to Sanchez. Olsen, that pass was deflected. Sanchez still able to come up with it. 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Been a good quarter for the Grizzlies. 16-11. They've owned the third. Sanchez, clock inside of 5 seconds left, spinning around, fade away. What a shot by Preston Sanchez to end the quarter. It's 43-40, the Grizzlies on a ferocious comeback here at the pit. Copper Hills basketball. It's a one-possession ball game. Sanchez now shorts. Entry pass to Hawkins. Childs defending him. Childs has three. Hawkins. That may be the first time tonight you can say that Hawkins has beaten Childs as a foul picked up here by Shorts, his second. 43-42, the Miners' 14-point lead has evaporated. Great play, couldn't finish it. Shoemaker had the easy lay-in. The Grizzlies can take the lead. Hawkins. The Grizzly students are about to just come out of their seats. Childs for three. Oh, count the bucket and the foul. A double hesitation move by Childs. As the defender came up, the three-point bucket is good, and Childs will head to the line to make it a 4-point play. Third foul on Preston Sanchez. Childs at the line, free throw no good. The 71% free throw shooter missed it. 46-44. Shorts had a big third quarter. Gets it back. Sanchez. Boy, he can create some space with that little jab step. What a move. Sanchez. So difficult to defend. He gives that little step, makes you shrug off, and then you see the upper body movement to create a driving lane and a strong finish at the rim by Preston Sanchez. Childs was so good out of the gate with that right-hand floater. Sanchez for three, couldn't finish. Childs with the board. And Yoli Childs with 5 points in this fourth quarter, a couple big boards, and he is now starting to take over for the Miners. Three again. We mentioned it earlier, he had 6 of them in the first matchup. He's got 4 of them here tonight. Sanchez driving, what a block! And a dual possession as it was Youngblood able to get a palm on the ball. And the dual possession will give it back to the Miners. 51-46 in the first 2:15 of this fourth quarter. Yoli Childs has outscored Copper Hills 8-6. They go right back to him. I would too. Right-hander. That one missed everything. It was a good idea. It's been a good shot for him all night. Couldn't hit that one. Chatlin gets over to Olsen. Dial it up. That one rimmed out on Charlie Olsen. That's not a shot he misses often. No one around him. Coming down the other way is Youngblood, and a blocking foul going to be called here against Olsen, number 4 on Charlie Olsen. Youngblood at the line, good on both free throws. The lead back up to 8. Copper Hills had the lead. It has since been all Bingham. It was 44-43, and it's a 10-3 Miner run. Sanchez, foul on the drive to the hoop. He goes back to the line to shoot 2 more as Youngblood picks up number 4. Sanchez, this trip to the line, good on both free throws. 16 points for Preston Sanchez, 17 points for Porter Hawkins. They have led the way. Childs again working underneath, and he gets fouled. This is going to go against Stockton Shorts, his third. Childs missed his first free throw. Second one is good. 54-48. 4.5 left here. Ball handed off to Olsen. Hawkins screen. They lost Chatelain. Great job attacking the rim baseline as the ball movement coming off screens opened up a lane for Chatelain, and that's an easy finish for the 6'1 senior guard. Youngblood, pull up. Playing with 4 fouls, a big jumper there by Dason Youngblood. Hawkins with it, top of the key. Sanchez tried to go underneath. Ball batted away by Youngblood. Has numbers for the Miners. Up ahead to Avea. Had those 9 points in the first and then got in foul trouble. A nice finish there by Avea. He now with 13. Inside to Hawkins. Ball blocked by Shoemaker, though they call the foul. He can't believe it. 4th personal on Skylar Shoemaker. Hawkins missed his first free throw. Second one is good. Seven-point lead for the Miners. Youngblood with Parker now. Childs from the corner. That one missed everything again. Avea, the putback, couldn't get it to go. Loose ball collected by Avea, attacking. Can't give the Miners multiple looks. Avea made them pay. 60-51, Olsen. Up top with Sanchez. Being defended by Avea. Screen from Hawkins, Sanchez for 3. And a quick timeout by Coach Blanchard as Sanchez now with 19 points. It's 60-54. Childs with the screen. Youngblood looking to attack. Hands off to Shoemaker. Ball blocked away by Olsen. It will stay here with Bingham. Childs hands off to Avea. Avea attacking. 6 points in the quarter for Samute Avea. Also had 9 points in the first. He's had a big game. 3-pointer from Sanchez, no good. He comes to try to steal the ball away, and finally a foul going to be called on Sanchez, number 4 on the senior. Childs, 1 of 2 at the line. Guess who with the offensive board? Avea. And he'll head to the line. Bucket no good as Hawkins picks up his 4th. Avea, 1 of 2 at the line. Another offensive rebound, this time by Youngblood. Avea has 7 points in the quarter. Childs with 10 in the 4th has helped build this league back to a 10-point lead as it stays here with Miners. It's a 21-10 Bingham run since Copper Hills took the lead. Shorts able to steal it away from the post. Sanchez, and an offensive foul, and that is number 5 on Preston Sanchez. He has fouled out. Sanchez has fouled out. That might do it. Hate to say that with 2 minutes left, but losing your senior captain. Had 19 points, led the way tonight. He's a gritty player, tough to deal with, and he is now going to watch the rest of this one from the bench. Youngblood just hounded, and an offensive foul on Youngblood. A tough call there. That's number 5 on Dason Youngblood. So 2 questionable calls each way that have fouled out kids. Olsen with it. Back to Hoffman. Olsen's the guy they need to get going. Good defense that time by Avea to limit it. Hawkins, whoa, what a nice take. Even hit the floor. A difficult shot by Hawkins, able to hit it. And now a foul called on Hoffman as he picks up his 2nd. Loco Tui at the line, makes them both. 66-56, minute and a half left. Olsen around the screen, gets it back to Shorts. He's going to look to drive, left-hander. Good for Stockton Shorts, and a quick timeout taken by Copper Hills. Now we see some extended pressure by Copper Hills. Get it into Childs. Up ahead to Loco Tui. Now quickly back down the other way. Hoffman over to Chatelain. Shorts now, driving, and he'll finish. 1 minute left, 68-60, the Miner lead. Parker with it. Shoemaker now. And a foul going to be called here on Charlie Olson. That will be the 5th on Charlie Olson. He has fouled out. And excuse me, they actually called the foul on Hoffman. That'll be his 3rd at the line. Shoemaker goes 1 of 2, 69-60, 50 seconds left. Copper Hills got to fire some 3-pointers right now. Shorts, driving, floats it up, and good, and a timeout taken. 7-point game. Bingham to inbound. They get it into Parker, back quickly to Avea. Now Childs, and they foul Childs. This foul going to go against Michael Miller. Childs at the line, makes them both. Hoffman up the floor quickly. Olson defended by Avea, takes it to the glass, and left-handed finish from Charlie Olson. Parker back to Avea. Escapes the foul. Childs up ahead to Shoemaker, and a foul. This one will be on Olson. That will be his 5th foul as Shoemaker to the line to shoot 2. Shoemaker 1 of 2 at the line, and another offensive board, this time by Yoli Childs. Loco Tui goes up and gets it. Another foul. Shoemaker back to the line. Shoemaker at the line, again 1 of 2. Ball batted around. And it will go to the Grizzlies. Inside of 10 seconds left. Hoffman drive. That ball deflected out by Atkin. Up top, 3-pointer was blocked. Childs with the board. That will do it. The Bingham Miners, 73-64, defeat the Copper Hills Grizzlies, their first loss of the season. What a ball game tonight here from the pit. A lot of buildup for this rematch. Copper Hills and Bingham, though this is the first time they have played in region play. And, you know, at the start, you may have wondered what was the buildup for. The Bingham Miners got off to a hot start. Yoli Childs, how about this guy? He came to work tonight. 2 really good looks early on, putting the Miners up 4-0. And, boy, they would build a 7-0 lead, then expand that to 18-4. A lot of that coming off of Sumuta Avea. He had a stellar first quarter, scoring 9 points in that first quarter, including a big 3-pointer for the Bingham Miners. They would hold a 10-point lead after the first. To the second quarter we would go, and the Copper Hills Grizzlies trying to hang around. Hawkins trying to get work done, as well as Shorts trying in this ball game. It would be the Bingham Miners behind the 3-point shot, keeping that lead. Leighton Parker hit 2 big back-to-back 3-pointers for the Bingham Miners. At the break, it is 32-22, still a double-digit lead for the home squad. Third quarter we go, and this is where things would start to turn a little bit. In that third, Preston Sanchez with a big 3-pointer. Charlie Olson as well with the 3-pointer. And then Stockton Shorts made a big impact late in the quarter. See the help defense, he comes up, and then he would be rewarded on the other end, finishing it up strong. And then a big 3 by Shorts late in the quarter. It would pull it all the way back, 43-40. As we head to the fourth quarter, the Miners still out in front, but not for long, because in the fourth quarter, coming out early would be Porter Hawkins down low, 2 big buckets. And the Copper Hill Grizzlies were down by 14 in the first. They had the lead, 44-43 over the Miners. And then Yoli Childs said, that's enough. Childs took over in the fourth quarter. Big plays, a big 3-pointer here. And then just a couple possessions later, you see that right-handed hook floater. What a potent shot that is for the Miners. Cougar fans, you have a lot to look forward to out of Yoli Childs in the future. Another big 3 by Childs. He would expand this lead for the Miners. Avea would come on strong in the fourth quarter as well. That lead for the Grizzlies, the Miners went on a 21-10 run, would take back the lead, and would end up cruising here tonight 73-64 This was such a great game. The Copper Hills Grizzlies, all the credit in the world. This is a team that came in undefeated, 12-0, having already defeated Bingham, although that was at a neutral site. And coming in tonight, they fell down by double digits, claw all the way back to take the lead in the fourth. But the Bingham Miners give a lot of credit to this Miners squad. Yoli Childs was fantastic tonight. Avea provided a lot of energy as well. Coach Schroeder talked about that.
He did. He's got some family here and friends. And when the game's big, he's going to step up. The crazy thing, he's only a junior. He's only getting better and better. The more used he gets to playing with us and playing in the state of Utah and playing with his club team, the sky's the limit for him.
Avea would finish with 18 points tonight, second only to Yoli Childs with his 24, and absolutely fantastic effort by the Bingham Miners. It was an electric atmosphere here tonight. Both student sections came out really supporting their squads, but the Copper Hills Grizzlies undefeated, no more. It comes to an end, and now all in 5A have at least one loss. The Bingham Miners, again, 73-64 victors over the Copper Hills Grizzlies, and it's now become time for us to announce our player of the game, and we've got to give it to Yoli Childs. What a great effort here tonight. You know, we talked in our open about his ability to shoot the long ball, so good in the post, had a great first quarter, took over in the fourth quarter, scoring 12 points in the fourth quarter, including 2 huge three-pointers. He was the difference here tonight for the Bingham Miners as they knock off the Copper Hills Grizzlies. Congratulations to Yoli Childs on being our player of the game. We want to thank you for joining us on this edition of High School Rewind. For Vince Francis, my name is Dane Stewart. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.